Okay, April 13th, Monday. Got the water line open from the fish tank. It goes into this gutter that I've got set up in here, and it flows down into, and it makes a little pool right there, and then it flows into the duck pond. And that way the ducks have access to fresh water at least 10 minutes 3 times a day. Also plus their stinky water. Okay, and then there's the fish tank. Not much new with the digester. I've got some plastic pulled over it, and which is not good because look, it's pooling. So I'll have to do something about wherever it's pooling up. But the plastic is to help warm the digester. I've got the aerobic digester here. I got the air turned off, but look, you can see the bacterial colony starting up right in there, if you can see. Oh god, I got that foam on me. What the heck? I don't know. No odor. So now it's overflowing into that overflow through there, so it's not picking up the surface crap. And I turned it so I can see what's actually going in there, what kind of current am I seeing, etc. And of course that duck water is going into the feed pipe there, and then down into the square tank, and then underneath here, coming up and into this round part, and then it overflows in here, boom, 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 there, and it goes to my sump tank down there. So this is something new. I was thinking, well, I need to get something to grind up the food waste so that my digester won't clog, because I got a 2-inch hole at the bottom of the digester that I'm pulling out of, and that's going to pull sludge too, or anything else that wants to sink. So I'm worried about clogging. So I don't want to put just raw food stuff in there, although I have already. So I found a sink on Craigslist. It's a little ugly, but I built a stand here to support it, and I've already run it a couple times just to see. Of course this faucet doesn't work, but I'm gonna hook it up so it'll look cool, and you can pull this out and spray, and all the modern amenities. Down below is a garbage disposal, which works good, except it doesn't like paper towels. I'm gonna probably pre-treat that stuff with holding it in water for a day or so to loosen it up, and then maybe it'll go through the garbage disposal. And then it goes out through this hole, this pipe, 90 degree, which sucks, but it's okay. And got some kind of sealer here, compression fitting or something, and then I'm going to extend that further down, because right now it just shoots the blended mix everywhere. Most of it gets in the bucket, but not everything. So got to extend that further down, and I might put a water inlet here, or plug it up so that it doesn't just overflow, or put it down. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, but got power here, and I done this with an extension cord before, but I'm gonna have to set it up with probably up underneath here somewhere. I'm gonna put electrical with a switch and an outlet. Now if I get electrical over here, I ought to put the air pump, which is currently way over there, going and pushing air through this blue line. I ought to put the air pump over here too, because then it just has to go up, over, and across far less distance, and thus more air will be transported. So anyway, that's the idea. We grind up the food waste in here, feed it into the feed pipe down in there, which is out of focus, and even when it's in focus it's disgusting. There we go. Yep, disgusting. And you see the duck water coming in on that inlet right there. Whew. Okay, so that's the idea, and now what's coming on the other end? So this water looks nice and clear, and it gets murkier as I run this. I've gotten it down to about a 10-minute run time with the timer set on my phone. And after 10 minutes the water starts looking murkier in here, so I turn it off, I leave it alone, and then it continues to flow until the whole system has become equalized again. Even though I turned off the water, it's all in motion. So Now here we are at the tail end of the digester loop, and that big pipe there is transporting digester effluent, and the small pipe there is bringing in processed aquaponic water to mix it. And it should mix on top of that stone, but the water level's a little deep. But maybe I'll stack a few stones up there, or maybe it's not even necessary anymore. When I was first doing these water discharges, I was finding that this really murked up a lot, like a big time. And like yellowish green brown color, more like a yellow green. But now, as you can see, the water's coming out pretty dang clear. And we got a little jar right here. Let's see how that looks. Okay. So I would say that is PDC, which is pretty darn clear. Now compare that with my aquaponic water. Oh, can't see much of a difference. One more time. Let's see what this is. It looks identical. Oh, and my timer just went off. So now it's time to go turn off the duck water. Here we go. And murky, not much murky, but that's okay. I don't want to push the system. So they get 10 minutes in there on what's going on. Well, it looks like it's wants to overflow just from that tiny amount of water. Maybe the overflow drain has already been plugged, which would suck. But that's the life of a aquaponic farmer.